Well, time sure does fly when we're having fun, doesn't it? We are already prepared here for a review of our section 2. As you remember, we're going to do some multiple choice style questions to facilitate our review, and let's get started with our first question. Notice a lot of these are going to be representative of what we would see in our actual Python exam, and that is where we have to interpret what's going to happen with some code. Sure, this is a famous way to test us in a multiple choice format on something like entry-level programming. Well, anyways, check this out. This is really simple, so we should never panic. What is the correct output given this code snippet? Well, we have variables A, B, and C created, and then we have if, else if, and else statements. So if A is greater than B, if that's true, that would be 7 is greater than 3, and C is less than A plus B, we would have condition 1 printed. Now notice C is not less than A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. So the if portion of this statement will not print. Yeah, and now what will happen? It'll try the else if statement. And that says if A is equal to 7 or C is equal to 5, print that condition 2. And sure enough, since A is equal to 7, that's what's going to happen. We're going to print condition 2. Notice the if statement won't print, the else statement won't print. Sure, because the else if is going to trigger as a true statement. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We just need to know how if, and else works and just take our time and work through the evaluation logic. Let's try another one. Question 2. What is the purpose of the pass statement in Python? It exits a loop prematurely. It skips the current iteration and continues with the next one. It is used as a placeholder for future code and does nothing when executed. Or finally, it terminates the program immediately. Well, we remember that the pass statement is used as a placeholder. Yeah, we'll put future code there, and it does absolutely nothing when executed. Remember, certain statements in Python will require some code or they'll throw an error message. So the pass statement allows us to input some code. How about question number 3? What's the correct output for the following Python code snippet? We have for I in range 2, 10, 3, print I. And notice it'll all be on one line because we have a new print n character of a space. So would it be 258 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Would it be the C option or the D option? Well, for this, we have to review what goes on in that range statement. If we have 3 entries like this, it's going to start at 2, it's going to go up to 10, and it's going to increment by 3. So I think it would be 2, and then 5, and then 8. And that is exactly correct. So yeah, 3 parameters with the range. It's going to be the starting number, the ending number, and how we'll increment. Finally, question 4. What is the correct output of the following Python code snippet? We have I set to 0. While I is less than 5, we're going to say, and execute what's in that while statement. If I is equal to 3, we're going to break. We're going to print I with our space n character, and we're going to iterate I. So what do we get? Do we get 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or none of these? Well, think about it. I is set to 0, and while I is less than 5, we are going to be printing I, so we would get the 0 printed, we would get the 1 printed, we would get the 2 printed, but then when I is equal to 3, we are going to actually exit this while loop. So I do believe it's 0, 1, 2. that we will see as output. So once again, in our exam environment, we're going to need to be able to evaluate plenty of different code snippets with our knowledge of how Python actually executes our code. Well, thank you so much for watching this review video on Section 2.